the actor strike finally bring some good luck to the former royals known as Harry and Meghan? I kid you not. And as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you today. By the way, we just recently celebrated a birthday from a man who I think was fabulously talented and really one of the icons, if you like, of early pop. Paul Anka. Yes, we won't say the 8th decade, but you know, who remembers Diana? And of course his mega smash, My Way, of which he contributed so much really, didn't he? But Paul Anka has been an icon of music for so many years. Do you remember him? I know a lot of people, you know, it just depends on your decades and your years, doesn't it? I've liked music of all genres, you know. I enjoy everything. In fact, I tell you what I do like, a Wurlitzer organ. Who enjoys them? I think when you hear that, it just reminds you of a British seaside, doesn't it? Reginald Dixon at his Tower Blackpool organ. Do you remember that? Yes. I have a very good friend who has his own Wurlitzer sort of company, building company, in Barnsley of all places. Worth looking at, the Astoria Centre. That's all I'll say. Check it out. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. I tell you what's fascinating about this. As we know, Harry and Meghan were wiped off with an Emmy snub. And it was a strange thing because, as I told you before, the bottom line for the Emmys is that very few people are tuning in. You know, award shows die because people are bored rigid, let's be honest. And the bottom line also is, when you think about it, there's no real stars anymore, are there? There's the occasional Jamie Lee Curtis or Clint Eastwood maybe on a video, but you don't see any mega stars anymore. You're always thinking, who is that? Now, Meghan and Harry were furious at being snubbed by the Emmys simply because they felt that they'd given Netflix, as one can imagine, a mega smash with their streaming docuseries. And some might say that is the case. They made a lot of hours of streaming and subscribers have allegedly gone up. According to a good source, Meghan believes the reason why they didn't get nominated was the nasty media. Nothing to do with them, of course, and their terrible behaviour within that docuseries. No, you could never take blame. Never has to be them. But now they see something of a small horizon, if you like, because as we know, the continued writers' strike, with actors too, is carrying on. So much so that the Emmy Awards are postponing their annual event, possibly moving it through to January. Now, January is a dull month, you know, no two ways about it. And according to a very good source, the nominations now may be needed to be re-looked at. I kid you not. Guess what? Harry and Meghan see this as a glimmer of hope, perhaps second chance saloon. This is because at that point they believe that the Emmys could do with a bit of their stardust. And as I've told you before, Meghan will be up for collecting an award, presenting an award, or at least being able to have some involvement, whether it be on the panel. Her team and her brand new management team, see this as vital. They see this postponement as something of an open door. As we've told you before, the former royal known as Prince Harry doesn't really know what day is it half the time, so he'll just go along with anything to keep the peace. But they now truly believe that if the media, who may lose interest in them in a negative way as the months roll on and memories fade about just how detrimentally damaging that docuseries was, they could truly now, all thanks to the actors and writers' strike in Hollywood, be in with a chance. It's over to Emmy really, but what Meghan's looking for is for Netflix to push hard and push again. Will they take any notice of her? Does she still have the power this time around? As ever, it's a developing story. And when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.